two basic ways of creating 3D models. One of them is with primitives, the other by converting 2D entities into 3D ones. The most common commands for this are extrude, which turns 2D objects into long 3D ones, and revolve, which rotates them around. Let's start a new drawing that is suitable for the 3D modeling environment. So I'm going to choose the Mechanical Imperio template. Click Open. Now to extrude an object, you first need to draw it. So I'm going to draw a circle. There we go. And then enter the extrude command. It asks me to select one or more entities. So I'll select the circle. I could select more entities, but I'm not going to, so I'll just press Enter. And now it specifies the height of the extrusion. For that you click 2 points. So I'm going to click here and there's our extruded circle, and there our circle becomes a 3D solid. I'm going to repeat the command, this time by drawing an arc. So there's the arc command, there's our arc, and once again extrude, select the arc, let's pick 2 points, and there it is. Now notice that the arc is hollow. It is in fact a surface and not a solid. So there's your rule. Open objects like arcs become surfaces, closed objects like circles become solids. Let's repeat that with a polyline. Here's an open polyline, extrude, and it's a surface. Draw a closed polyline like so, then extrude that, select it, press Enter, height, it is a solid. The command you'll be using the most to convert 2D entities into 3D objects is extrude, but another one available in BricsCAD is called revolve, and it also works with existing entities. So I'm going to enter the revolve command, choose this line, and then it asks me for an axis. The axis is the point around which the entity will be revolved, and its distance away from the entity, the distance between the entity and the axis, determines its size. So if I go fairly close like this, it will be a smaller object. Now for the angle revolution, well, 360 degrees goes all the way around. I'm going to enter in 270, which is 3/4 of the way around, to show you what happens. Notice that it has a cone shape. That's because the axis was not parallel to the entity. Now I've got a polyline here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Revolve it. Select the closed polyline. Axis, I'm going to pick these 2 points, and 360 degrees around. And there we have our 2 entities. So once again, open ones, such as those drawn with less than 360 degrees, like this one, are surfaces. Closed ones drawn with 360 degrees, are solids. BricsCAD does let you control whether you want the result of a closed entity to be a surface or a solid. So I'm going to enter in the extrude command again. You notice there's the mode option. So I'll type in MO, and then you have the option of solid or surface. So I'm going to type SU for surface, choose the closed polyline, and then specify the height. And you can see that that then is a surface and not a solid. The reverse does not apply. You cannot use the mode option to make an open entity solid. The extrude command has a couple other tricks up its sleeve. One of them is to do the extrusions along a path, and the path is defined by an entity. So I've got this arc here, and at the command prompt I'm entering P for path. Asks me to choose the entity that'll be the path, which is the arc, and as soon as I click it, you get this arcing solid. The other option in the extrude command is called taper angle, and that makes the extrusion get narrower as it gets taller. So down here on the command line, I'm going to enter T for taper angle, and then specify an angle, and I find it's best to have a fairly shallow one, so I'm going to put in 5, and then it asks again for the height. So there's the height, and there's the tapered extrusion.